So I've had the Pixel 8 Pro now for a little over 3 months, so time for a review. So let's get into it. What's up guys, welcome back to Michael's Tech Talk. So, Pixel 8 Pro, I have had it since launch and I have been using it pretty steady alongside my iPhone. So as you know, I am a dual wielder. I don't do any of this, oh I'm switching from my iPhone or I'm switching from my Pixel. No, I carry Android, I carry iPhone. So yeah, you're not going to get any of that here, unfortunately. So let's get started with a quick spec overview. So the Pixel 8 Pro comes with the new 4nm Tensor G3, which is the third generation of Tensor. We'll get into Tensor a little bit later in this video. You do get storage options of 128 gig, 256 gig, and 512 gig in the Pixel 8 Pro. This phone comes with an aluminium frame as well, which makes this phone one of the lightest out of the top 3 flagships, which is pretty sweet. And then we have this lovely Gorilla Glass Victus 2 frosted on the back, which is very, very nice. I will say I do prefer it over the glossy from the Pixel 7 Pro. This is an LTPO OLED 120Hz display, and this thing can get crazy bright, 2400 nits of peak brightness. That's pretty bright. Pretty bright. Of course, we have our triple camera setup. We have our 50 megapixel main sensor, our 48 megapixel telephoto, and our 48 megapixel ultra wide sensor as well. Coupled up on the selfie camera with a 10.5 megapixel selfie camera and a 5050 milliamp hour battery. So on paper, it's pretty well spec'd, which is pretty cool. So before I get cracking on with this review, I will confess I do have a little secret about the Pixel 8 Pro. So if you stay to the end of this video, you'll find out what that secret is. So yeah. So the design of the Pixel 8 Pro is great. Aluminium frame, Gorilla Glass Victus. It's got frosted finish on it, which I really, really like. This is one of the lightest smartphones out of the top 3 flagship phones. And I'm going to talk about the top 3 flagship phones, which will be the Samsung S24 Ultra as of now, the 15 Pro Max, iPhone, and the Pixel 8 Pro. Apologies, don't be offended if you are offended that I haven't included any other phones. Those are the top 3, so don't shout at me. Going back, the aluminium frame, this phone is crazy light. This is the lightest out of the top 3 flagships, and even though the other 2 are using titanium, this is still lighter than both of them, so it is a pretty nice phone to hold, and it's not massively a brick in essence, which makes it really nice to hold. The flat display was something that was long overdue on the Pixel. And yeah, normal Pixel users are used to having flat displays, but the Pro's got these curved displays. I don't know why, and yes, I'm going to say it. Curved displays suck. They always have sucked, and they always will suck. So they suck. And of course, we've got the slight little redesign of the camera bar on the Pixel 8 Pro. I really like the design of the Pixel 8 Pro. I love the camera bar. It's a bit subjective. People like a bump, people like individual lenses. I like this simply because when you put that phone down flat, it's not going to rock. And see, for that alone, I love it. I love it. And then also this year, Google added in a temperature sensor into the camera bar of the Pixel 8 Pro, which was pretty cool, going to be honest. Never used it. What are you gonna do? And of course we have our in-display fingerprint sensor, and we have facial recognition that runs off the front-facing camera. So all in all, pretty decent. And of course the Pixel 8 Pro comes with all of the Google's new AI features: Magic Eraser, Best Take, Video Boost, Magic Audio Eraser, among others. You know, so that's what they went with heavily in their keynote with the AI. So yeah, we'll talk about that later as well. But that is the overall features of the Pixel 8 Pro. It also does come in a flurry of colors. It comes in obsidian, it comes in white, it comes in bay blue, and Google have just announced the new mint version as well. So if you like your mint green, there you go, there's a color for you as well. I'm still not okay about not getting my bay blue though. Not okay. I thought it was, but I'm not. The phone is really, really well made. The speakers are a little bit better than the Pixel 7 Pro. In all honesty, I thought the speakers on the Pixel 7 Pro were really, really bad. They were very tinny, very cheap sounding. These are a little bit better. Would they be better than, say, the Samsung or the iPhone? I wouldn't say they would be, but they're better than the Pixel 7 Pro, so I suppose that's something. Whenever you get lost, I will be there for you. I'll pick you up when you walk down. And of course, I will show you some shots from the camera of the Pixel 8 Pro. I have taken a selection of normal photos, portrait photos, night photos. So I'll leave these here, so let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the shots from the Pixel 8 Pro? So let's talk about the pros and cons. Let's talk about what I like and what I don't like about the Pixel 8 Pro. So we'll start with the things that I like. The design. I do really like the Pixel 8 Pro. I think since the Pixel 6 Pro design, I do like it. I like the fact that it's unique. I love the fact that it's easily recognizable as a Pixel. Now, I talk about the top 3 flagship phones. If you look at the top 3 flagship phones, you know instantly what they are. So when you see an S24 Ultra, you know it's a Samsung. When you see the iPhone, you know it's an iPhone. And when you see this, you know it's a Google Pixel. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I do love the design of it. With this curved body and the flat display, this, in my opinion, is the easiest phone to hold as well out of the top 3. So I really do like that. And the next thing I do like then is obviously the flat display. I don't like curved displays. I think they're stupid. I think they're pointless. I think they're an accident waiting to happen. You drop your phone on curved display, bosh, it hits the corner. It's done for. Not a fan, and I'm glad they went flat with the Pixel 8 Pro, which then Samsung went flat with the S24 Ultra. So, see, flat displays are better. I still say the Pixel is the GOAT at taking photos. It is, see those Google's image processing, and not talking about the AI features, but see just point and shoot camera, the Pixel is still the GOAT in my opinion. I can't find anything that just take it out, pull it out your pocket, snap a photo, bosh, the GOAT. Fingerprint reader is pretty flawless on this reader. I do use the fingerprint and I use the face unlock. The face unlock is okay in good light. See, the minute you've got low light, don't even use it. But typically I'm usually straight on with the thumbprint and it works flawlessly first time. So it's come a long way since the Pixel 6 Pro. The first in-display fingerprint reader was really, really bad. I had lots of issues with it, but it's got better and I can't fault it. So top notch. Pixel OS. I will always say Pixel OS is my favorite flavor of Android. I just love the clean aesthetic, scaled back, no nonsense, no bloatware. It is my favorite flavor of Android. Always has been, always will be. Google Assistant. Being an iPhone user, and I'm sure anybody that's watching this, if you have an iPhone or use an iPhone or have used an iPhone, Siri is so bad. As an assistant, as voice recognition, it's just bad, man. It's not good. It is not good. See, having to ask something to do things 2 or 3 times and it still doesn't do it. Nope, not a fan. Not a fan. Google Assistant is flawless. Even with my funny accent, I can go into the Notes app and I can hit dictation and it will understand everything I'm saying. It'll paragraph it properly. Everything I say, it will work. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Even though the Pixel 8 Pro had a price increase, it's still the cheapest flagship out of the top 3. So with the S24 Ultra now being the most expensive, the iPhone's right smack in the middle, and the Pixel 8 Pro is still the cheapest. And do you know what? If you do search around outside of Google, you can get a bargain. You can pick these up for a good price. So yeah, that's also a good thing. You're getting bang for your buck. 7 years of support. Now, I want to believe this. I really do. Google have been heavily on the 7 years of support for Google devices. And I'm like, will you though? Will you? But they've said it. I can't discredit it. And because they've said it, it's a good thing, right? So if they support this device for 7 years, fair play, Google. Fair play. Now, I will be honest, the way Google kill things, I am skeptical. But until the day that it dies, I'll take it as a given that it's going to be a thing. So that's the things I do like. Let's talk about the things I don't like. So first up, storage options, 128 gig for a Pro phone. No bueno, no bueno. Why are you doing it? For all the difference in price for a storage chip. And if you go onto Google's website, I think the base model 128 gig is $999, and then the 256 gig is $1059. Even at $1059, if you made 256 gig the base model, it's still the cheapest flagship phone. Just 128 gig, just go away. We don't need it. Not in a Pro phone. We don't need 128 gig as a base model on a Pro phone. Just saying. Battery life. Now on paper, this thing is housing a 5050 milliamp hour battery. So on paper, this is a battery monster, right? No, not really. It's pretty average, to be honest. 7.5 hours maybe of screen on time. The math doesn't math on that one. It should be better. It should be better. And Google, with it being Tensor, controlling the software and the hardware, it should be better. So battery life isn't really what it should be. That segues then from battery life to charging speeds. Charging speeds are still pretty pants on this. There's a slight improvement with charging speeds, but when you hardwire charge in, it should be faster. And wireless charging, I've found, just in my experience, I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I wirelessly charge my Pixel gets really, really hot very, very quickly. Like, I know phones can get a bit of heat when they're wirelessly charging, but the Pixel gets abnormally hot for me when I wirelessly charge, which means that I don't wirelessly charge it that often, to be honest. While I do like a lot of the AI features, I do like the Magic Eraser, the Magic Editors, I do love those features. They are slow. They are slow, and they are slow because they rely on an internet connection. So for these phones to do the best take or the magic erase things from your photographs, they need to connect to Google servers, and that is processed on Google servers and then sent back down into your phone. It really should be done on your device, in my honest opinion. Why it's not is anyone's guess. Is it a case of Tensor's not powerful enough to do it? Is it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But depending on your internet connection, especially if you're out and about and you're relying on 5G, if you get a drop in signal and you're trying to do some AI stuff on your photos or whatever, it's slow, and that's a bit frustrating. And of course, Tensor. This is Tensor's 3rd generation, and it's okay. It's mid. Now, when you slap Pro onto your flagship device, or Ultra, or Pro Max, right, you need to be getting that power. So with the Samsungs, you're getting that Snapdragon Gen 3, which is, you're getting the A17 Pro and the iPhone, which is a beast as well. This is okay. Now, for the average person, for 80% of what you do day to day, you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to have any lag or anything like that there. But if you shoot a lot of 4K video, you know, if you do a lot of editing on your phone, if you play heavy games, and people play heavy games on their phones, it just doesn't cope, you know, especially when you're playing some games like Asphalt, for example. You play Asphalt and you can see it lagging, you can see the frame rates dropping, you can just see it struggling. Now, again, for the most part, you know, your everyday stuff, taking pictures and emailing and social media and all that sort of stuff, you're not going to have any issues. But it's in the name, it's Pro, it's a Pro phone, so it needs to not have lag, if that makes sense. You know, it's not a massive issue for a lot of people, but Pro's in the name, it should be better. What's my conclusion? Now, I love the Pixel. I really do. I have loved the Pixel ever since I had, my favorite Pixel was the 4XL, right? It was the last Pixel that really gave me that special feeling, right? Give me the feels. Like even now when I think about the 4XL, I'm like, I love that phone. I loved that phone. It had unique features. So it had facial recognition, which was on par with the iPhone, with Face ID, right? I loved that. I didn't care that it had a forehead. I cared that it worked, and it worked well. The squeeze to use Google Assistant, like you would have lifted the phone up, squeezed it, and then Google Assistant would have popped up. I loved that, and it was something that you only seen in the Pixel. And I thought, you know, this is the reason I love Pixels. You see these little things that are just exclusive to Pixel. I love that. And then it evolved, Pixel 5, and then the Pixel 6, and all these little things just sort of started to drop off. And then you seen unique features like Magic Eraser dropping on the Pixel 6 Pro, and you're thinking, that's a killer feature. That's a reason to get a Pixel. And then Google just gave it away. Like they gave, anybody that had Google Photos could use Magic Eraser. So essentially you've gave everybody a reason not to buy a Pixel. You could go out and pick up any other Android phone, use Google Photos, and there you go. It made no sense to me. Part of me kind of feels the Pixel's kind of losing its identity a little bit. Now, Google have went all in on AI, and they have thrown in so many good AI features into the phone, and they do work well at times. But I would like to see some more of that little identity back. You know, little things like squeezing for Google Assistant. That's a Pixel thing. You know, when Google give away features, when they strip away little unique things that give you a bit of identity, and then they make these really cool features and then give them away, it's like, are you giving me a reason to buy a Pixel? I don't know. It's just, maybe that's just me, but I would like to see a bit more exclusivity. Now, is it a bad phone? No, it's not a bad phone. It's the cheapest flagship. It's the lightest flagship. It looks awesome. And I will say it is actually quite well made. You know, it feels sturdy, even though the other two are made of titanium. This is made of aluminium, and it doesn't feel cheap, which I love. I really do. You know, the frosted back's a lot easier on fingerprints and that kind of thing, which is really, really good. It's not a bad phone. I would just like to see more reasons to go out and say, I need to buy a Pixel. Not because I'm on YouTube and I'll get the Pixel for review anyway. I'm a techie and I like getting these things. But for the average person, like realistically, ask yourself, what can you do on a Pixel that you can't do on another Android phone? What makes the Pixel, other than its looks, stand out from another Android phone? You know what I mean? I would like to see just a little bit more identity. You know, like Google care, and they're taking the Pixel seriously. Will it stop me getting the Pixel 9 Pro? No. Probably not, but I would like it to feel more special. That's my thoughts on the Pixel 8 Pro, and if you have made it to the end of this video, I will let you in on my little secret. This is not my Pixel 8 Pro. This is actually a dummy phone of the Pixel 8 Pro. And the reason that I have this in my hand is literally so I can just wave a Pixel 8 Pro around. But this is my main camera for the channel, and there it is. My actual Pixel 8 Pro is what this video was being shot on. So yeah, this is my main camera. It has had a night off, and this entire video has been shot on my Pixel 8 Pro. So what do you guys think of the video quality in this video? Let me know in the comments down below. All of the B-roll as well has been shot on the Pixel 8 Pro. So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the video? Has it been good, decent, bad? What do you think? Let me know down below. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button for me, and don't forget to click that subscribe and ring that little bell to be notified of new videos just like this one. I'm gonna go. Keep it locked with the channel. I have a lot of stuff lined up this year, and some of it's going to be familiar, some of it's going to be new, so stay tuned. So as always, if you're looking for any down-to-earth tech review and accessory videos, you know where to come. And until the next one, I'll catch you later.